Hey guys, making a weekly outlook video. So today is Monday the 20th of June. So today in the US it is a public holiday, so the markets are closed. Very quiet and slow day today, which is why I delayed making the videos. I want to kind of see how Monday played out so we can have a look at what's going to unfold as we move into Tuesday and Wednesday. Now let's first, before we jump into the charts, let's have a look at the news schedule for this week. As you guys know, I don't really care about the news, but it's also worth paying attention to what news events are coming out just in case of any sudden surges in manipulation or volatility, things like that you want to be aware of. Okay, so right off the bat, we can see that Tuesday there really isn't anything. Okay, Wednesday we have inflation rate for GBP, so that's something we definitely want to be aware of. We also have CAD inflation rate coming out as well, and then we have Fed Chair Powell testimony around the New York Opens. We definitely want to be aware of those three. And then as we move into Thursday, we have a lot of Euro news, a lot of GBP news. Again, nothing really here that's significant that we need to be aware of. But again, we have another Fed Chair Powell testimony. So anytime the Fed talks, you want to be aware of that. A lot of times nothing happens, but sometimes he could say something, about current inflation, whatever it is going on with the U.S. economy, and that can definitely send the market into a frenzy and cause a lot of wicking, a lot of spikes. So definitely be aware of that, okay? And then we have JPY inflation rate as well during the Asian session. And then on Friday, we have some more GBP news, some more Euro news, some Australian news. But again, nothing really here that's crazy, okay? Nothing that's super significant. So overall, a lot of news this week, which is good because the news pushes the market where it needs to go. But nothing really crazy that we need to be too concerned about. Now, having a look at a few charts is honestly only a few pairs I'm going to cover today. Only 3 pairs I'm going to cover because a lot of the other pairs I was looking at, really they just need a lot of price action and will most likely be setups we're looking at maybe Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So when I do the midweek update on Wednesday, in that video, there should be more setups to cover on those pairs to end the week with. So today I'm going to cover the dollar, Australian USD, so AUDUSD, USDJPY, and GBPAUD. Okay, so with the dollar, let's have a look. So dollar is at yearly highs, right? We've not been above 104 since back in 2002. Okay, looking at this, also possible weekly sort of double top forming. Again, still very bullish. Okay, I don't rely too heavily on the higher time frames because, again, as you're about to see, you can get mixed signals. Okay, so for example, here we know this is possibly a weekly M pattern, weekly double top, which is at yearly highs. We've seen some exhaustion, so it's getting some reversal signs, right? But it's also making a new higher high, new higher low, and new higher high. So I mean, they kind of contradict each other, right? Go to the daily. Again, higher high, higher low, higher high. This could be a new higher low forming off of 104 to push higher. Again, mixed signals, right? Still very bullish. However, looking at the dollar, we have failed to stay above 105. So what we could see is a push back up into 105 and then this to move lower. So all I'm really paying attention to right now is to see what is the dollar going to do. Is it going to push up into here and then break higher, or is it going to respect and move lower? So right now we have a lot of positions running in the mentorship program. We have sells running on NZD USD around 300 pips. We have a GBPJPY position running for about 300 pips. We have GU position running for about 300 pips. We have EN buy position running for about 225 pips. And then we have Euro USD buy position running for about 125 pips. So we have a lot of trades running, partial secured, partial profits secured on most of those. So kind of regardless of which way the dollar goes, we stand the profit, which is great. Obviously, it's a great position to be in. So definitely what the dollar does this week is very important for the market. So let's have a look at Australian USD. So right now, what I'm noticing is we're at these major levels. Okay, we're at this area where price tends to reverse, making weekly patterns here at 0.695. Okay, go down to the 4-hour here. We actually broke back above 0.695 region. We're testing here now. So what I want you guys looking for possible buys. Okay, what I would want to look for here is if price can do something like this. If price can do something like this on like the 1-hour or the 2-hour time frame, and this price was to come back down, give some nice bullish rejections on like the 1-hour, some pin bars, bullish engulfing, things like that. Look for a buy up into 0.705, and then it could even go higher. So for example, let's say price pushes up, comes back down, you get some nice price action, something like this, say 20, 25 pips. So your first target of this 0.705 region. That's a nice little 1 to 3.87 for just under 100 pips. However, we could see a full reversal on this if the dollar is to break lower, right? Because again, look at where we're at on the weekly time frame. I know we're very bearish, but this thing could be making a weekly double bottom to then rocket up. I mean, this area here on the weekly, just as a rough markup, right? This whole region is just a reversal point for this pair. So crucial levels for where Australian USD goes this week. Now, obviously, if price does not, we always look at both scenarios, right? If price fails to find support here, and let's say it, it then pushes up and then comes back down, then you can look for a retest of this 0.695 level to sell this thing lower, okay? But this is something I'm personally watching as well. This looks like a very clean setup. Most likely going to be an Asian session setup or a London setup for tomorrow, okay? So make sure you guys keep an eye on this. It could be a really nice trade. So definitely of high interest for myself as well. Okay, USDJPY, key levels here. Very messy price action, for being honest. However, key levels here, if the dollar is to reverse, we could see a move lower from this level at 135.200. Okay, what I would suggest you guys look for is look for any strong rejections here, like the 1 hour, the 2 hour, things like that. Okay, because we're seeing a lot of taps in the structure. We've already done like a fake out and a retest. Okay, so it's sort of like a fake out here. So fake out, now coming back out for the retest for a possible move lower. So what we need to see is price going to respect this 135.200 level? So what I would want to see here is some nice hourly or 30-minute or 2-hour rejections here. Anything that's really bearish, really convincing, and that's a strong indication that price is failing to break above 135.2. You can look to sell this down into 133.5, and then if not lower. Okay, so for example, a sell from here, just let's say that price, gives some nice price action. You get in for a sell, something like this. It's a nice little 1 to 5, 5.3, and then obviously it could break even lower if we are to see a full reversal. Otherwise, okay, you have to keep in mind there's always two scenarios. You never want to get married to bias. Price could always break above structure, retest, and then go higher. Okay, so that's something. If this does break above and the sell setup doesn't pan out, which means we're therefore looking for buy setups later on, I will update in the public Discord as well. Okay, guys. Last one I want to cover is GBPAUD. So that buy position from about 2 weeks ago, reaching about 250 pips in profit, nice little 1 to 6. Okay. Again, remember back in May, I was updating on this pair quite a bit, trading the range. A lot of you guys caught a lot of profit just buying here, selling here, buying here, selling here, and a lot of you actually caught the sell from up in here, which is a really nice move. Again, something sort of like that. Easy 500 pip move, okay? And then now it's, again, coming out to retest the range. So we're looking for sells from this level. So what we just want to see is price going to break through? I mean, even this is really nice price action. So by the time I get this video out, I need to upload it and then get it posted. If price can maybe come back up one more time, like the 30-minute or the 1 hour, gives nice bearish ejections, you guys could look for something like this. Even this is probably a really nice entry. But hopefully by the time I get this video out, it can come back up, test, and look for a move lower from here. Otherwise, what we can always see is, again, the other scenario is, let's say price breaks through this level, break, retest to the top of the range. But I am personally favoring a move lower on this. This would be very clean, with your first target being around this 1.73, sort of a 800 region down here, and then possibly even lower. So that's it for now, guys. Make sure, as always, you guys use strict risk management. One last thing is I am closing enrollment to the mentorship program on the 30th of this month being June, so in 10 days, meaning once the enrollment has closed, you cannot enter until I reopen it, which would be sometime in the future, which I have not planned or even thought of yet. Okay, so if you want to get in, you want to get my trade signals, you want to get my analysis every day, you want to get access to all the educational content. There's over 40 plus videos, over 50 homework assignments. I mean, guys, I literally teach you how to trade. You trade with me within the program, profit while learning. If you want to get access to that and secure your spot, you must get in before the 30th. Okay, otherwise you won't be able to get in until it reopens, which will be at a later date, which I have no idea when. Okay, it's a very good program, a very positive community, which I'm trying to save and keep safe. Obviously I know Forex has a lot of toxic communities out there. This is something I hold very close to my heart. I cherish this, so I think it's best to just I have a really good thing here. I absolutely love everyone in there, so I thought it's best to just focus on everyone there, getting them funded. A lot of them funded already, getting huge payouts. So I want to close it off, give them all the attention they deserve, and yeah, so get in, secure your spot if you can. Otherwise, guys, have a great week, and I will update next in the public Discord and again on Wednesday with another midweek market outlook. Thanks, guys.